Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rose, and this is the second part of this small series. Not a series, but last video I just reviewed Pentalic Traveler Sketchbook alongside with some surprise they are going to bring to my mini trip. And now that everything is a blast, I want to review when I went. So last week I went to Boston for the first time in entire my life. My mom went a couple times, but for my sister and I, it was our first time in traveling over there and be able to see excuse me, be able to see my cousins, my nephews, and to see one of my eldest cousins' wedding and baby announcement at the same time. It was interesting. So at the same time, I want to take the opportunity to bring that sketchbook with me and also to try to draw a little for everything, change the atmosphere. It was everything in one small trip. Unfortunately, I wish I could stay more time, but you know, life bills doesn't pay themselves. So yeah, so I'm going to share some of my drawings. So I'm going to make a couple of disclaimers. Honestly, I didn't draw all the 3 days. I only spent 3 days over there, but I'm put my focus more in have fun rather than drawing. Even though deep inside me I want to draw, that I could say that if I didn't draw in one entire day, that's too much. But I always take a couple of minutes, even 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or half hour, and draw a little bit. The moment that I draw more was in the airplane when I was returning to Florida. But what I did is that I took pictures of almost everything that I see, and I shared some of those pictures on Instagram, on TikTok, and but not the drawings yet until I review this video. So I took a lot of pictures, everything, but I didn't manage to draw all the 3 days. I just managed to do some sketches until the second day, and after that I'll start drawing. So let's just open this. I'm making sure that you guys can see completely. Moving a little bit over there. So yeah, I just got to tell you beforehand, and this binding or this sketchbook gives me a lot of, because I don't know, it is because it meant to take it over, that take it everywhere with you. That's as I said in the previous video, that I tried to maintain this sketchbook open, but it keeps closing. So that's one of the struggles I encountered during that weekend. But so first day was in the day of the airport. After all the check-in, yeah, I'm going to say this is the smoothest check-in ever to go over there. But as for myself, because I'm having a certain routine, and when I went to the airport and I was waiting for the gates to be open and start to board, I don't know where to look. I feel like when you go to the candy shop and you want to, that there's a lot of candy and you don't know who to choose. That's what I feel. There was a lot of subjects to draw that I don't know which one I want to draw. Like, and adding to that, I was wearing a face mask and a face shield. It's giving me a little difficulty to see to that face shield, and I'm sorry, it's still pandemic. I know it's not okay to travel, but I took my precautions. Don't worry, don't worry. But even with that, I'd rather be protected than having difficulty seeing people. So anyway, so I drew a couple subjects that are passing by, and I have to capture the person, whatever is doing, in a couple of seconds, which is really challenging because people constantly move. So I was checking with people who staying in the same place a long time, like this woman over here and this person over here. Like I didn't focus on the fish drawing or how they look. I just draw the gesture. So for this one, I used the tumble and some curly pencil, and I can do the same thing with another tumble dual brush marker to some subjects until the moment that I board the airplane. So for that, I didn't draw until September 11th, and this time I went to my mom's friend gave us a little tour to part of downtown. In that case, that was called Downtown Crossing. So where there's a lot of shops, business, buildings, a lot. But I spent more of the time in a certain store, and it wasn't busy. The clothing is awesome, but I spent a lot of time over there. So part of the afternoon before we returned to the train, I was sitting in a certain plaza near the wholesale meeting house when the important figures of the United States, they having their meetings and planning for the revolution, etc., etc. So over there was a couple subjects to draw, flowers to draw. I just managed to draw this old man checking his phone with a couple bags, trying to draw my lunch, which it was delicious. I put a picture of someone in the screen, part of the train station, some subjects here and there, and there was a couple of statues. One of them, the one looking in a like a family tree. I put the picture somewhere in the screen, but I just managed to draw this couple who was really starving, and the reference is somewhere in the screen as well. So I made the gesture drawing, but then I took a picture, and when I came back from Boston to Florida, I just tried to render a little bit more. So this flower is from a random person. My mom was taking pictures to my sister and I, and suddenly a lady gave us flowers to wear them, and it was really beautiful. So I keep it over there. The other one my sister has, I think she's got to preserve with resin. I don't know how she's going to do it, but she's going to do that project. In my case, I just keep it in my sketchbook. So this is a couple of subjects that I cut in the tree, and later on I drew this woman right here. I will put a clip somewhere in the screen. I was going to getting closer to record her, but I was really shy, so I just recorded for far. but managed to draw at least the gesture of her playing the piano. Some subjects. This I complete part it from memory because this person left so quickly, and she has a cute outfit, so I didn't manage to draw all the details. So coming to next day, that is September 12th, is my cousin's wedding. My cousin married with an Indian man. For the relationship was for a really long time, so they decided to make the wedding rather neutral, but in terms of ceremony, but part of them in indie. So all the decorations, everything was on that theme. So on the relatives was wearing Indian clothes, some of them not, and that's a part of the wedding garments that my cousin and her husband has. The judge was giving the ceremony. She having an office suit, but also wearing the robe, so they give it the ceremony. One of the creators wearing indie clothes, and a detail that my cousin did in. She put this lovely decoration, and I didn't manage to write completely, but it was dedicated to grandma because last year she passed away. And at that moment of the ceremony, she tried so hard not to cry, and it's not easy, but she made it. Ceremony was beautiful. We are part of it as well. And didn't know about that we could be part of the grooms and the maids as a more closer to them in the terms of ceremony, but it was beautiful. So I just drew a couple subjects. The maid honor, I tried to draw her, but it's the same thing as the airport. People come pass by, and I managed try to recreate something. But the one thing that really caught my attention was the first dance, and I took a couple pictures. There's gonna be a video on somewhere in the screen, and yeah, that part I spent the most time trying to catch the moment, especially this one. That is was a couple seconds. I drew the fast as I could, but later on I tried to make more details, and maybe I should color. Maybe I could recreate this again, but I took a couple pictures of this dance, and later on maybe I could do an illustration. But for all the sketches, this is the best one so far because of the fact that I was really elaborating this while waiting for the food. So I didn't draw too much because I encountered with my nephews and nieces, especially one of them who really interested, or I talk a little bit with her. So that's my nephew, my cousin, my nieces over there. The office are so beautiful, and they managed to finish. And last and not least is this drawing that I did manage to finish. It was supposed to be my sister sitting in the bench, but I didn't finish all of that because the airport, I mean, we are very close to the airport, so I stopped right there and I proceed to, like, taking all my stuff and putting in the bag and everything else. Also the space, even though I had a lot of space, this is one of the things that I regret in part. If I go to a trip like this, is I do a lot of surprise on extras, like a part on the pencil case. I just made a custom. I just take this case or do a brush pens, and I exchange these colors with other colors like red and black, if I'm not mistaken. And honestly, I didn't use them. If I do another trip in the future, I should bring less art supplies, especially when you want to draw in the airport. In the airport. Why I keep saying airport? Ah, um, when you are in the airplane, you have a small space to, especially a small table to eat and work with, and it's kind of comfortable when you want to draw, but also you want to eat a snack when they offer you a snack, and you have to take all of this and put it in your bag and or put it aside, and you don't have enough space. So probably the pencil case was too big, but that's one of the things that I regret a little bit. Another thing is if this sketchbook doesn't have this issue of maintaining the the pad open, it would be good to travel. I would prefer in this case spiral drawing pads rather than binder ones, because I never had this problem with, well, this one too, this tiny sketchbook. I don't have any problem with that because it would remain open. Like maybe if I could bend it a little bit, spoiler, that I could bend it a little bit, but it could remain open in certain cases. But I don't know, maybe just me, or paths like this that I could draw and it can make remain open. But like this, I don't know, like for certain occasions it's really useful, but for small spaces that you want to like draw, but you have two people around you, like in my case, my seat was always the middle between my sister and my mom, so I got a little struggle to draw in the airplane. But other than that, if I draw elsewhere, even with that struggle, I don't have any problem. But if you really like to, even with this small struggle, likes the texture of the paper more smooth, and you want to get this sketchbook, go for it. But if it was this type of paper in a spiral bound, like this one for example, I think it could be a better option like this one, that you can maintain your notebook open. When I say notebook, your sketchbook open, you can turn it like this, you can draw whatever you want. So I would check in this, if Pentalic offers a spiral bound sketchbook with this type of texture on the papers, because it could be a better option for me in those cases. But I would keep using it until the very last page, and take it everywhere wherever I go or I work. Like it's a good sketchbook. It's a good size. You can put it everywhere. If you have big bags or big purses, you can put in there and with no problem. So I really like it. It's that fat that I don't like too much, but I'm going to work with it because the pages texture is priceless. So yeah, I think that's everything I got. Hello, it's me from the future. I just want to let you know that I was editing the video and the auto, no, no. But yeah, I was editing and I didn't like the outro, so I took it off and I put my face instead. So I want to guys thank you so much for watching this video, and there's more content really soon. Some surprises on the way, and I'm working on a special project. I can't wait to share it with you guys. So yeah, I just want to let you guys know to share this video, and also I was dedicate this video to my friend and another auntie for me and my sister Molly. And thank you for so much for your hospitality, for all the things that you done for us in that weekend. And also I'm just gonna share this picture over here because it's so cute. Now she was really good with us and her mom too, so this video is for her and also for the rest of my family who I'll be able to see them. So yeah, thank you so much. So guys, don't forget to subscribe, to like this video, share with your friends, do this favor, and share with everybody, especially you want to travel and want to draw everything else. So yeah, with that said, thank you so much and see you in the next video. Bye.